Hello and welcome to ET MSME Talks, conversations under ET MSME Awards. I'm Miloni Bhatt. If there's one sector that's seen a massive disruption, especially in the pandemic, it's the healthcare sector. Today, we are comfortable with teleconsultation. We did not consider that before. We have apps, we have wearable devices which monitor our health and alert us to possible intervention. Virtual care, big data, AI are all transforming healthcare. Now, all of these transformations are important. It's important that we bring about these changes because we have deep inequalities in healthcare access, sharply impacting outcomes. New players in the health tech sector are attempting to transform it by bringing in simplicity, transparency, and easy to use channels to expand healthcare accessibility. Now, I have with me the co founders of one health tech startup, Onsurity, Yogesh Agarwal and Kulin Shah. It's very good to have both of you with us to share your thoughts on fueling the Aatmanirbhar Bharat dream and democratizing healthcare for India. Welcome.
Thanks, Miloni, for having us on this platform. We are excited to share, our journey and answer any questions that you might have about our journey.
All right. So why don't you begin, Kulin? Tell us about Onsurity, the idea that fueled it, and the problem that you really wanted to solve.
Right. So basically, the SMEs and the MSMEs in India are an underserved market. While they are the backbones of our Indian economy, they contribute to about 30% of our GDP, and they hire a workforce of almost about 330 million people. But these SMEs, when they want benefits for their employees, they have nowhere to turn to, especially when it comes to health benefits. And that is where Onsurity kind of, wanted to make a dent and an impact, where we can empower these SMEs to kind of get their best talent on board and not be restricted only because they could not afford or they cannot provide or get an access to health benefits. Okay.
Yeah. So as Kulin was mentioning around, altogether we are a country where altogether there is a 63 million SMBs, which is like a 6 crore small and medium businesses who operates in India. And effectively for all of these guys, typically the current insurance market or a healthcare market do not offer them the right product. And we are trying to bridge that particular gap. And most importantly, trying to leverage the power of technology to reach out to these small and medium businesses and make sure that the plans we provide is backed by technology, and using the technology we are driving the affordability and accessibility of these plans. So our vision is that how can we this 330 million workforce or 33 crore workforce, which altogether would be associated with like 50 crore to 55 crore lives of India who do not have health care, can actually get an access to healthcare through their SMB employees.
So essentially you're speaking of, with Onsurity, democratizing access to healthcare and giving companies, irrespective of their size and scale, access to healthcare solutions for all employees. Now, there are two parts over here. One is of accessibility. As we know, healthcare is not accessible to many in India. And you mentioned that this includes small businesses. Out-of-pocket expenditure for health in India is very high, and we just don't have great public healthcare. So we've got to accept that. Second part is, in your offerings to deliver at low cost to this wide range of people and businesses, how are you leveraging, say, data, for instance, AI and technology to achieve all of this?
So basically how we are leveraging the technology, when we talk about technology, there are like a lot of micro benefits that we are embedding into our product, which automatically making the product more and more affordable and accessible to the SMB and their employees. So for example, today our entire platform is on a monthly basis, and as soon as we make it as a monthly product or a monthly subscription product, it becomes super accessible for the employers to give it to the employees. So for example, if an organization is having 10 employees, if they go and purchase a very standard product that is available in the market, it could cost them close to 1 lakh rupees. And that is where the affordability and accessibility creates a dent. Nobody or very small businesses will not be shelling out 1 lakh rupees at single go. But for them, our plan automatically becomes like a close to, let's say, 500 rupees per employee kind of a cost per month, which becomes like a 5,000 rupees per month kind of a plan for a 10-member team. So that is where one way how we do it out. Then
Yeah, and then we also have, our dashboards, digital dashboards, which empowers SMEs to, do a complete self-serve journeys so that they don't have to hire, more people just to kind of manage a small program in their company, right? Which basically enables them to kind of, completely automate their dealings with the platform itself without any human intervention. And lastly, we've also created a complete digital journey for the employees and their family members, right? Where we are able to kind of provide all the details of their plans along with our healthcare services, which are available at the click of a button. So there also we are trying to create a seamless journey for our for our users or the employees of the SMEs, where they can get access to first of its kind memberships for their family members, which are typically not included by their employers. And we are proud to say that we are the only platform in India which provides a monthly subscription plan for the family members also, helping people to create a inclusive family health initiative rather than just being in silos for themselves.
Okay, that's very interesting. But how did you manage to reduce the price and make, health plans accessible and affordable for us?
One of the main part is that because we are digital, we are tech backed. So one of the major cost of any product is the cost of distribution of the product, or what we say as cost of acquisition. Typically, a large manufacturer or a large insurance company could be an example. They spend close to 40-45% of the premiums under the as a commission or as a marketing cost for their product. And that's why the product becomes too costly, because that is where one of the portion that the cost of distribution of the product, especially to this fragmented market, because this fragmented market is widespread, that's why they need to incur a significant high cost of acquisition. For Onsurity, because we are digital, we are completely app based, our cost of acquisition we have reduced down significantly, and it's somewhere around like 7 to 10% hovers around. So that brings one of the significant savings onto the product. Secondly, when we talk about the overall digital process, we are making our entire processes more and more efficient using the power of technology and data. So, for example, right now, if say suppose a customer comes to our platform and raise a claim, typically for any carrier, it takes a lot of manual process to digitalize this particular claim. How what we are doing it out is making all these journeys using our mobile app and making sure that we are putting the power of computing and AI on all these aspects so that it becomes quite humanless efforts to manage these plans for us and for our partners like insurance carriers.
You've been doing this for us for a little while now. From your vantage, can you give us a sense of what are SMEs looking for or MSMEs looking for in a product? And, would you say that so far there's been a product market mismatch? Because, we see large swaths of the MSMEs actually not covered, with healthcare plans.
So basically, when we talk about MSMEs of India, how we have seen it around across our 2 years of journey, it's a quite versatile market. There would be MSMEs who are employing like complete white collar staffs, and their healthcare requirement and health benefit requirement would be completely different. In fact, their employees requirement could be completely different. On a contrary, there could be a MSMEs which is running a manufacturing entity or a logistic company, or could be a hardware or an electronic distribution company. They, when we talk about their employees and their requirement of the healthcare, it's also quite different. So ultimately, in a nutshell, to summarize it out, each kind of an SME may have a different healthcare benefits requirement for their employees, and also different affordability points when we talk about our product adoption. And that's why we have created our platform, so that we can actually cater to all the different segments of SMEs, and at the same time at a different geographical presence point of the SMB. So ultimately, even that the platform has now been customized so well that it can take into the requirements of all these different kinds of SMEs who are coming on our platform. So at one end, we may be having a boutique marketing agency company, or a lawyer or a legal firm or a chartered accounting firm. And at the other end, we will have a logistic company or the delivery partners of platforms.
Kulin, you want to add anything to it?
Yeah, so basically what we have focused on is that with the help of technology, how do we standardize our products at the same time, build it in such a way that they can be customized and personalized depending on the persona of our customer, right? Which has actually helped us to kind of see rapid adoption of Onsurity over the last few years that we have been in since our launch.
All right. But how do you see the adoption of healthcare plans by SMBs progressing over the next few years? Given that there is a lot of competition in the space, because there are many startups that are disrupting. What is your expected user base and goal over the next few years?
So I'll possibly take the first half of the question. Basically, at the end of the day, our goal is to ensure that every SME has the opportunity to provide health benefits, right, which are so key when it comes to attracting talent or retaining talent, right? In many cases, we've also seen that an SME wants to provide health benefits because they land up basically giving out personal loans or medical loans, right, which they might or might not be able to recover over a period of time. And hence, we want to ensure that the SME is empowered to help these employees, right, at the end of the day, with the help of our product like us. And where we see Onsurity kind of playing a big role is that how can we digitize this entire journey, making sure that we are providing access and affordability to our SME partners, right? Where we kind of see Onsurity in the next few years is that we want to cover close to about 1 million SMEs, right, and 10 million people through these SMEs under the healthcare net, right, and not just a siloed product, but an entire offering, right from providing digital consultations to making medicines more affordable, ensuring that there is preventive care via lab tests, right? We're also kind of focusing on mental wellness programs to ensure that the employees get the right support when they really need it. And of course, we have bundled group health insurance, group personal accident insurance, everything under one single subscription, ensuring that we are a one-stop shop providing the best consumer experience over a digital native platform.
All right, and we wish you all the very best. Yogesh Agarwal and Kulin Shah, both co-founders of Onsurity. We wish you many successes, and thank you so very much for your time and for your thoughts today.
Thanks, Miloni. And we hope that through your platform, we will be able to democratize healthcare in a segment which has been completely underserved. So thank you so much for taking our message out there and helping us democratize India, especially for healthcare.
All right. Thank you very much, Kulin.
Thank you.